chapter 31. The chapter of Locman, the wise man. And this is Locman, is how they're spelling it here. Containing 34 verses written at Mecca. In the name of God, gracious and merciful, Aleph Lam Mim, I am the most wise God. These precepts are the precepts of the book. Filled with doctrine, it guideth into the way of salvation the righteous who make their prayers at the time appointed, that pay tithes, the required alms, which is quite the same as a tenth, a 40th usually, and believe in the day of judgment. They are guided by their Lord and shall be blessed. There shall be who do write this book, they ignorantly depart from the law of God and have despised it, but shall one day be severely punished. When they are taught the commandments of God, they turn them back with disdain. They will not hear and have ears stopped. Say unto them, you shall in the end suffer infinite pains. Such as believe in the law of God and do good works shall eternally enjoy the delights of paradise. What God promiseth is infallible. He is omnipotent and altogether wise. He created the heavens and sustaineth it without a pillar appearing to your eyes. He lifted up the mountains upon the earth to fasten and hinder it to move. And the mountains actually slow down the plate movement. He hath thereon dispersed many beasts and sent rain from heaven, which causeth plants to spring forth and herbs of diverse sorts. Behold, hear what God hath created. Shew me what your idols have created. Assuredly, idolaters and other misassociators are manifestly seduced from the right way. We inspired knowledge into Locman and spake unto him to give God thanks, and that he returned thanks to God for his graces, and doth good for his soul. God rejected the ungrateful, and praise is due to him in all places. Remember thou that Locman said to his son, O my son, believe not that God hath a companion. It is an exceeding great sin. We have commanded man to honor his father and mother. His mother beareth with him grief upon grief, and weaneth him at the age of 2 years. Be thou not ungrateful for God's benefits. Honor father and mother. Thou shalt be one day before God to be judged. If thy parents press thee to believe that God hath companions, obey them not. Follow the way of them that obey him. All men shall become one day assembled before him to be rewarded according to their works. O my son, if thou dost evil of the weight of a grain of mustard seed, or of the weight of a rock, or of the greatness of heaven and earth, God will know it and put it in account. He is exact and omniscient. O my son, make thy prayers at the time appointed. Do what is honest and civil. Fly what is not approved, and be patient in thy adversities. Regard not the world disordered through pride. Converse not with the proud. God detesteth the haughty. Observe thy steps, walk with modesty, speak gently. They be persons that bray like donkeys when they speak. Seest thou not that God hath created for men all that is in heaven and earth, and conferreth on them his graces in general and particular? There be ignorant persons that dispute of the deity without reason. When it is said unto them, do what God hath appointed, they answer, we will do what we saw done by our fathers. They consider not that the devil calleth them and their fathers to the pains of hell. He that obeyeth God and doth good works fasteneth him to the strongest knot, and we will have a care of him at the hour of his end. The impiety of the wicked ought not to afflict thee. They shall be one day assembled in our presence to be chastised. I will show them all that they have done. I know what is in the hearts of men. I will prolong a while their punishment upon earth, and precipitate them in the other world into the fire of hell. Hast thou not commanded of them who created heaven and earth? They said, it is God. Say unto them, therefore praise be God. Nevertheless, the greatest part of them are ignorant. whatsoever is in the heaven and earth is God's. He hath no want of the world. Praise is due to him in all that he doeth. If the trees of the world were pens and the sea ink, they could not comprehend the effect of his omnipotency. He is omnipotent and knoweth all things. He created and shall make you rise again. With one word he understandeth and seeth all things. Consider they not that God causeth the night to enter into the day, and the day into the night, that he created the sun and the moon, that move in the heaven until the day appointed. He knoweth whatsoever you do, because he is truly God. They that invoke other than him invoke things vain and unprofitable. God is alone most high and most mighty. Seest thou how the ship runneth upon the water, for a token of his omnipotency to such as acknowledge his graces? When the wars arose against the misbelievers, many called upon God with resolution to follow his law. When he saved them on the land, some persevered to do well, and others returned to their impiety. None but deceivers and ungrateful persons despise his commandments. O people, fear God in the day when the father shall not be able to succor his child, neither the child serve his father. God's promises are infallible, but be not proud of your riches, neither that God tolerateth and suffereth you. Alloweth, not suffer. This is wrong word to apply to God. He knoweth the time when you shall be chastised, and the hour that the rain shall fall upon the earth. He knoweth what is in the wombs of women, whether it be male or female. None but God knoweth what thou wilt do tomorrow. None but he knoweth the place where thou shalt die. He knoweth all. He knoweth all. And so, guidance goes beyond what a parent can give to their child. So many parents, maybe they don't even want to go as far as to entertain and pass on their own mere philosophies, you could say, their mere thoughts. But there are those that want to leave this legacy of teaching. What company should you not be a part of? What should you do and not do, whether of oneself or a group? The revealed book guides in all manners, and I think that was more clearly put in the last chapter, more explicitly, I would say. But our nature guides us, our own selves, and you can tell with this humility thing that your own inner, not going too far sort of way guides you.